Hi folks, welcome back to the Addicted Bookworm. Yay. So it is Wednesday. It's Wednesday. And so it's like 11:16 in the morning, so I'm doing a morning video and then later on I will do a night video, and it's the same thing. It's the TBR Reading blog. So first of all, I'm going to start off with what I'm physically reading. I'm currently on chapter 25 of Death and Other Occupational Hazards. So I have read this much and I have this much to go. So I definitely will have this book read tomorrow. Alright. So our protagonist, Death, is searching for clues as to what in the world is going on, and something about the mob is mentioned, or like there's some men that are associated with the mob. And I will be absolutely honest, why put the mob in a book? I don't like, if you're kind of having it in the here and now, why are we putting the mob into it? I don't understand. It's one of those weird things that authors will like. There's a lot of weird things authors will put in their books that make absolutely no sense. And of course, they're threatening her, which I think our main character is finding hilarious because she happens to be deaf, and you're threatening a being that is billions and billions of years old. I thought it was hilarious. I'm like, seriously, what are you going to do when you kill her? Like, she's going to just come back because she's deaf and everything. And then she kind of makes a comment about that she's never going to criticize her scythe ever again because apparently there's a woman walking around with different kinds of fruit. What the heck? Did I just read there? Okay. Anyways, I'm still enjoying the book, even though that was a weird insert into it. And yeah, I'm looking forward to finishing it and moving on to my next book. Alright, and then I finished Murder at Melrose Court by Karen Bro. I can't pronounce the last name. Here's the title. So this one had 21 chapters in it, so it was a quick read. I love quick reads because you feel like that you're getting the book done pretty quickly if it's a quick read. So this one is the first book in a 10-book series, with probably many more to come. The 10th one I've already put on. I basically told Amazon, hey, I want the 10th book on my Kindle. So in this one we have, his name is Lennox. Yeah, that's his name. And he has an uncle that is insanely wealthy. So first of all, they find a fat man at the gate with this note inside on his person, and he decides to go to visit his uncle, because he happens to love his uncle, and it's around Christmas time, so this is like a Christmas themed murder mystery. And there is other people there as well, and it's going all good and great until a body is found, and it turns out to be a woman who is named Sophie. She's Russian, or she was Russian. She was part of a group of Russian nobility that fled Russia before the Tsar of Russia was murdered, along with all his family members, because, hey, you got to wipe out the entire line. And they're exiles. They are accepted by the French government to come in and to live in their country because of their status. When they fled Russia, they took their entire fortune with them, so they would have a means to survive and also to continue to live the kind of lifestyle that they were used to living. So Sophie and the Countess, they arrived, and then things started happening, that made them flee to London, where there's less Russian exiles, where they could basically, continue to do what they do. One of the things that they don't grasp at all is the idea that they don't live a 100% privileged life. So, like, one of the provisions that most likely the French government gave these people was that you now have to follow our laws, because in Russia they were able to do whatever they wanted to do to people, and it was just the little people that had to follow the laws. It was not them. So they were now in a country where they had to follow the laws that everyone else followed, and a vast majority of them agreed to do it because they were very grateful, and it has nothing to do with money. They were very grateful to be alive. So, hey, you welcome us into your country, we're going to follow your laws, but in return, we want to live our lavish lifestyle as long as it does not violate any of your laws. So that was something that was most likely agreed to. However, for some nobility, they could not stand the idea that they had to follow the same laws everyone else did, so they fled to London, where they could defraud people and all that type of stuff. Especially these two. These two. And it turns out that Sophie, who is the maid, so when she was in Russia, she was one of the low caste. She basically was, but she became very obsessed with the lifestyle that the Countess was enjoying. And what ended up happening was she ended up starting to defraud people. She started basically acquiring things that she would not normally ever be able to afford, and she loved living the lifestyle of somebody who was rich, even though she happened to not be. And it is Sophie who is the dead body, not the Countess. The Countess, at the end of it, turns out to be the killer, but she ends up dying because of the fact that she had a gun in her purse and she did not realize the gun was pointed to one of her major organs. There's also prior to all that, there's also another body that is discovered. I don't remember his name, or if I did remember his name, I couldn't pronounce it. He was just another victim of all this stuff. So all in all, Murder at Melrose Court was a really great book. I really enjoyed it. It's like 1920s. It's like not too far away from the Russian Revolution. And these people that all they wanted to do was be left alone with their money. And these two really, I think, ruined it for them. Though I'm pretty sure that they were not sorry that these two women were in fact dead. Also, we discover something else about the Countess. She happened to be already married. However, she had no proof that her husband was dead. Her husband, the Count, was leading this white Russian army to try to overthrow Lenin and his band of idiots, and unfortunately he was captured and he went to a prison, and there's a good chance that the man is already dead, because I don't care, it's like you gotta have some kind of strong inner strength to survive prison, but doubt that he actually had it. Anyways, I gave the book 5 stars on Amazon, and so now that I have read the first book, I am going to, next month, I'm going to get the second and third book in the series all on Kindle. I'm not going to get it on Kindle Unlimited. I'm just going to flat out just acquire it. So books 2 and 3 I will read next month, and then in June I will read books 4 and 5 and 6, and then I'll get to book 7. I'm sorry, I will get to book 10. Okay, that is oh, by the way, advertisement for the 10th book. Wow, Kindle, I just finished reading the first book and the advertisement is the 10th book. Oh, wow. That is insanity. Oh, wow. That was weird. Okay, so anyways, I'm going to take down uh, the download, and I will see you guys later on. Oh, by the way, oh, one more thing. Where am I at battery wise? Um, since I know you guys want to know that, I am at 72% of my battery power. Okay, that is my video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.